So I make the call. I call Dewalt. I got a bad battery. And so I've done a video on this before and the process has changed. I spend 10 to 15 minutes on the phone with the machine trying to get this battery replacement for it. After 10 or 15 minutes, I get a person. And this person asked me to give him this code that's on the battery. There's a date code and there's a battery code, and he wants that code. After he asked me for the code, which I spent 10 minutes talking to him. So in total, I'm spending 25 minutes talking to Dewalt about this battery that's bad. And I'll tell you about the battery. This is not the bad battery, but it's a battery like this. And I'll tell you about the battery. So I spent 25 minutes talking to Dewalt about a bad battery. And all he does at the end is give me a number of somebody to call in Georgia. He says he can't replace the battery. You have to call them. So that's my next step, which I haven't done yet. So the battery I'm talking about, this one actually works, but the battery I'm talking about was one that Dewalt sent me because I sent them another battery. I've had 4 batteries go out in the course of 3 years, and all the ones they've sent me have gone out since then. So I got 4 batteries like this that I have to send back. Now I don't know if Dewalt has a bad batch of batteries, if I'm using them the wrong way, I don't know. But what I do know is if I'm a customer and I'm using a battery, I shouldn't be able to use it the wrong way. They should have something in here that cuts this thing off if you can't drain it too low or whatever. They say don't run them too low. Well, I have some tools that just run like an air compressor, and you don't know when it's too low. It just runs it till it's off. Well, that's Dewalt's air compressor. So these batteries, in my experience, have not been good. And their return policy on them, if they've had bad batteries, that's fine, but the return policy has gotten worse from the last time I've done this. So, and the main disappointment is that it's so hard to send them back. I mean, I understand if you get a bad batch of something and you run some bad batteries or something, and if you can't send them back, that's what makes it difficult. And you can send them back, but you got to jump through a lot of hoops to send them back. So I got 4 of these that I need to return. When I get to having 4 I need to return, I got to buy some more batteries. And the last time I bought some more batteries, I bought 4 of these. And if you go on Amazon right now, they're $160 a piece for these things. And you know, they work right now, but I can't spend $160 if it's only gonna last a few months. Now, it's obviously something I'm doing, but they should make them where the customer can't mess them up. So, what I did was found a battery on Amazon, and today I looked this up, it's $40-something. Now, there's a note in Amazon that says it's often returned, but I've had no problems with it so far. These things have done pretty good. I don't even know the brand name of them, but they've done pretty good for me so far. And I bought them in July, and right now it's October. And I haven't been using them, every day, but I use them as much as I've used these, and it's lasted. Right now on Amazon, they're around $40. I think I may have paid a little more for them, but I'll put a link in the description. But people can't pay $160 for a battery. I don't know if they can somehow figure out how to get them cheaper, but they're too expensive now. And I got a lot of tools. If I didn't have a lot of tools, I'd probably switch to a different company. Not that I don't like Dewalt tools, I like them, but these batteries have made me a little bit, not angry, but it's just not easy to get a replacement. And so, but I got, 15 or 20 tools that are Dewalt, and so I really can't make the switch, because you're talking about $1,000 or more to make a switch to another company, and it's just not worth it for me. I'd rather buy a $40 battery. I can buy 4 of these for the price of 1 of these. And so even if it is a bad battery, I almost consider it a throwaway battery because it's cheaper than buying 1 of these. But I haven't had any problems with it so far. And it still sells on Amazon. So it has 3 bars just like a Dewalt battery has. And it also has a light. If you hold that thing down, it has a light that comes on, which I've never really used. I guess that's a neat feature if you're working in a dark place, dark area. But it has done pretty good for me. Now, like I said, if you look on Amazon right now, it says that it's frequently returned. I can't say for myself that I'm dissatisfied. I am satisfied with this battery so far, mainly because of the cost. I mean, even if it lasts just a year, I'm coming out ahead on this, because these are supposed to last. These Dewalt batteries have a 3-year warranty, and for me they haven't lasted that long. So if I can get a year or 2 out of this, it's more economical than trying to buy 1 of these, because I'm not getting a year or 2 out of these. So check these out. I got a link in the description. It's $40. If it's not any good, then you wasted $40. But I've had good success with it so far. There's no difference when you're running your tool with these and the Dewalt batteries. Now, I don't use them every day. I don't use them every single day. If I was an actual carpenter and was using them every day, then I might notice the difference. But I'm not using them every day. So this may be more for the guy who's not using them every day. But as far as I'm concerned, they're good enough for me to recommend them. You can see the structure of it. It's pretty much the same as a regular Dewalt battery. Obviously it would have to be or it wouldn't fit. One thing I don't like is I wish this button was either yellow or black, at least it would match. But as far as the structure of it, it's about the same, and the tools work the same.